Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education, while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
The mission of the ministry is to continue to use science and technology to improve the lives of Lagosians in general and to bring it up to speed as a world-class city-state. The auto-read system, now you cannot just take your registration papers and go and do them, anywhere you go in Lagos, we will search the database extensively, and if there are duplications or if it was registered in another person's name, it will immediately spring up. So that we're using technology to want to ensure that all registrations of vehicles are genuine. We've also just kicked off our citizens registration program, which essentially is designed to give an accurate figure of exactly how many residents there are in Lagos State. We've also taken a few of our initiatives already to the citizens. If you're someone who deals with land matters generally, you want to search land records, you can come and do that electronically here. We're taking that online as well, so very soon you'll be able to do that online and pay for it online. So gradually we're getting to where we would like to be in terms of using technology to continue to improve service delivery. We midwife them. We've done quite a few successfully. We have a schools registration portal which is called Last Gems. We also have an information portal for the school which is called Lagos Schools Online. We've also in some schools, about 120 thus far, built ICT labs, and we also run a yearly science and technology camp, which is an off-site camp for children. We take them off-site to learn about technology and to encourage them about science as well. Now, all these are geared towards improving the quality of our future leaders, and that is really one of the things that this administration is very, very keen on doing. Education is a huge priority in Lagos State. Yearly, we run a program for teachers in the States. It's on how to use technology as a computer application program, internationally standardized, called IC3. We're also working with a few OEMs, looking at how we can strengthen the partnerships with them to further help us, improve on how our teachers and administrators use technology so that eventually it spills down to the kids. Now, at the same time as well, we're also very mindful of the fact that as good as technology is, it also has its darker side. So we had already started to talk about what we call cyber safety, especially for the kids. To put everybody on the same network. The essence is to improve our internal communications, first of all, and allow us to work better as a state. So we will create a network will be holistic. It will give everybody the ability to work with the same applications, the same workflows. So email cuts across all the civil servants, the applications as well, our ERP, our workflow, our document management will be accessible by all. The registration program will also be, of course, beneficial for public safety because essentially you have a unique ID. You'll be given a unique ID number as obtained in other clients, so we know who you are. Now that eventually that will be used for things and services we also deploy. So one is that you will not be able to say who you're not, and if you do, we can immediately verify. So if anything occurs, we can check, by running through our AFIS, which is the biometric system. One, we're looking at a program to encourage the deeper penetration of broadband within Lagos. That we are looking to do with the private sector driven. We will just obviously be involved, but the whole idea is that it should be available in all nooks and crannies of the state. I mean, one of our policy thrusts is what we call infrastructure renewal. The infrastructure of now and the future are no longer physical, like roads and rail, and buildings. It's now the information superhighway. So we've got to give people access to that. To continue to ensure that the innovation that comes out of Lagos is cutting edge, and it is already cutting edge. So that we are looking at as well. We are also doing a few other programs to also support that as well. We have a vision of a science park, which essentially is a hub for innovation, research. We are also looking at putting up and it's gone pretty far in terms of planning what we would call our computer city. So where we would want all the tech companies to eventually migrate to. Why are we doing all this? To prepare us for the Lagos of the future, Lagos of our dreams, which is to be the top city in Africa and to want to compete globally with any city worldwide.
As a mother, I always try to ensure my family has a great day. And it starts with Golden Penny Pasta. At work, it gives my husband the energy to be outstanding at what he does. For me, it gives me the vitality to face the challenges of the day. And when my kids do their thing, they're the star attraction. Let your family stand out from the crowd. Give them Golden Penny Pasta. Golden Penny Pasta, my family's choice.
To develop the working capacity of members of staff of the Department of Private Education and Special Programs, Ministry of Education, Global Education Media recently created a custom-made software application that will move the operations of the department from analog to a more current and effective digital operations. Speaking at the school's transaction managers training exercise, the project director, Lagos Schools Online, Mr. Durotimi Adeboye, analyzed the benefits of the application while stating how it operates.
It is a web-based application it is an application that you can use from wherever you are in the world, so long as you have a computer or a handheld device and internet access. It is meant to support your work, to move your operation or the operation of the department from the analog and paper operation to a digital level where you can store all information about schools transaction, private schools transaction with the ministry. You can track it, you can generate records of all types, especially debtors, and you can know when last a school has paid their dues or not.
In her opening remarks, Mrs. Ebun Oladimeji, a director in the Department of Finance and Administration, Lagos State Ministry of Education, enjoined the participants to make good use of the knowledge gained at the training.
Let our focus be on the training itself, because whatever you know is your own. I always tell my officers, whatever you know has become part of you. Nobody can take it away from you. So let us try and learn. Even if our focus is not for our department now, we don't know where in the nearest future what you are learning today can be useful to you. So let us try as much as possible, because what you know becomes yours. You can deploy it to serve others, but it's your own and nobody can take that away from us. So I want to enjoy us to please try and use today meaningfully, so that at the end of the day you can say to yourself, I've been at a training and I have actually learned some new things.
On her part, the Director, Private Education and Special Programs, Mrs. Sewanu Amosu, spoke on what the future holds with the introduction of this new software application.
You should tap into this, have a buy-in into this. You never know when it will become useful to you in the future. Even within the department, by the time you have to leave a desk for another desk, it won't be as if I don't know anything about it, or I'm ignorant, I wasn't carried along. It won't be like that. That means you have an idea. If somebody asks, what is all these things about food transaction, the things you have, if you're able to tell them exactly what we are doing.
Thereafter, the technical training section began.
It's where we have the details of the school, an overview of the information we have captured regarding a particular school. So the transactions page is where we have the payments made by every school on the platform. Then the messages page is where we have the messages sent through this platform, because the application is capable of sending messages to these schools before their due dates. So you don't have to physically monitor and send messages to them every day. Once it's 7 days before the due date for a particular payment, it sends SMS notification automatically to the schools. So on the messages tab, we can view the messages the applications have sent to schools. So if a principal or a proprietor tells you he has not gotten your information, you can